I didn't know what to expect. That's actually something that a couple of us discussed. We're like, I didn't know what we wanted to expect, but this wasn't it. Um, and it wasn't a bad, this wasn't it. It was a, wow, this is different. This is a new experience all around. Getting there and just meeting all the people, it was a bit overwhelming for me in the beginning. The entire time, let's not sugarcoat this. It wasn't just the beginning. I'm an incredible introvert, and overstimulation is a real thing for me. Once it's activated, it seems to take longer for it to go away. But it was kind of a mix of, I'm overstimulated, but I want to be a part of it, but I need to hide. And I was just kind of having all of the feels once I arrived. But I also like to observe, and I noticed that it wasn't just me. There were other people who kind of arrived, and they were at that place of, this is really exciting. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I should stay or run. I went through this point of intense anxiety that first day. It was weird, just kind of getting in touch with my body, like experiencing that, because especially living with multiple sclerosis, I have to be in touch with in tune with my body on some level, but it's more of a diagnostic tool. Physically, is something wrong? So to me, I'm always looking for something wrong, whether I want to or not. But to actually be able to feel things that, oh, I'm feeling this, and that's not bad. Having those moments of, oh wait, this isn't a bad thing. This is my body telling me, hey, this is what you need. It's time to take care of it. And towards the end, when I was feeling more connected, and it wasn't just about, hey, is something wrong, doing a body scan, it was, hey, what's right? I was able to make connections with people. Nathan and I had like incredible connection, just kind of getting to know each other and seeing each other where we're at. And just, I wouldn't have been able to experience that at any other point. Getting there, I was just kind of like, I knew he existed, but, but then towards the end, it was just kind of like, this is someone that's at the same place as me. And we both feel that. We both feel that, hey, we need community. We need friendship. We need someone who understands. And it was nice to have other people and to be able to connect with other people. So I think my aha moment was that moment when we were just sitting and just talking and sharing and being able to do that, because I was recognizing, oh, this isn't a flight moment. I'm actually excited because I have a friend, because I wasn't always scanning for the bad, which I don't want to. My goal isn't to welcome people here. I'm a hot mess. Welcome into my uncomfortable space with me. Like, I want to protect that person. So my instinct to protect is stay away because this isn't healthy, as opposed to saying, oh, this isn't a bad thing. This is a good feeling. And bringing this up is exciting. And there's a thin line between excitement and anxiety. Like they kind of share that same response. And so just having that space to be able to say, okay, you're feeling it. Take a deep breath, recognize it for what it is, and then welcome people in as opposed to pushing them away. And I'm finding more opportunities to be able to welcome people into that space that I wasn't able to before, because all I recognized it was something's bad. Protect them. Protect yourself. Keep them away, which can be lonely. I think it was a combination of the sessions and also the one-on-one with Dedeker, and realizing this was an investment for me. Coming out and doing this, it's an investment. And I didn't do it so that I could hide and continue to walk away feeling the same way that I came. If it didn't work, great, because not everything works for everybody. But if I don't give it a chance, I can't. And when I was venting all the reasons that I was expecting it to fail. So saying, this community is hard enough for me. Like, I'm multiply marginalized. in the poly community in and of itself, between having a disability, being Black, being like, there's so much going on. And I'm just like, and I'm an introvert, and I'm in this space with all of these extroverts and everybody just kind of having a good time and talking, and I'm the odd man out. And Donetica and I were talking about how, but you've invested in yourself and you came here for a reason. And then I was just like, okay. And it made me able to kind of not be as on guard, because now it's out there. It's been said. Okay, what's your excuse now? And then we started doing the sessions, and it was like, remember, this is an investment in yourself. It's not about everybody else in the room, because at the end of the day, you're going home by yourself and you need to find your takeaway. And then as I started getting into the activities and being more vulnerable and being okay with interacting with people outside of my comfort zone, people outside of that shared space, and seeing that they've got their, hey, I feel awkward about being in this situation too, and they're being open to it. And just that bouncing back and forth of, hey, they're sharing this experience with me. They're sharing their feelings. And I'm a perfect stranger. We went from perfect strangers to best friends in less than 24 hours. Like, it's one of those, that's what you do when when you're focused. And as each session went on, I was more open to saying, hey, well, this is what I think. Hey, this is what I feel. I tend not to speak up because I wanted to shy away from I'm too much, which is a feeling that I get a lot. And then I was just kind of like, well, I can share and it's okay. I can take in as long as I'm listening just as much as I'm sharing. So, and I just felt like it became more fluid towards the end, where it was okay to share. It was okay to connect. It was okay to do all these things. And I felt like that permission was there. And it was just the combination of all of the sessions and the way they were woven in together kind of slowly opened that door until you got to a point where it's like, this is normal. Like, this is okay. This can be a day-to-day thing. It doesn't have to be this is a 20-minute session here and you leave it here. It became this isn't all the time. We're not even in session. Let's talk about this even outside. There was so much fun throughout, and there were some difficult parts, but I think my favorite part of retreat was after the dinner. And it was like we took everything we learned and did this dance party afterwards just by ourselves. And it was just fun watching people move and connect in this joyous way. And it was impromptu, and it was fun, and it was spontaneous, and it was so connected. It was a good time. And going from, hey, I'm hiding in a corner to, hey, I'm dancing in the middle of the retreat center with a bunch of people that, were strangers just a few days ago. And I'm able to do it confidently and be okay and love every minute of it, because it was freeing. It was, hey, I'm feeling this good time, and I'm feeling that I can walk away with this. So I think that was my favorite part. It was seeing that result, and not just me. It was everybody that was in that space, just kind of, hey, we may not have talked much through the weekend, but let's dance this out. Let's dance this celebration of, we're taking this home and we are going to be our better selves. I think being allowed to give myself permission, not for anything specific, just to give myself permission, was my big takeaway. I've always felt like, I'm being controlled. This person is making me. But the reality is, no, you've just not given yourself permission to do anything else. You've not given yourself permission to set proper boundaries. You've not given yourself permission to say, I'm okay or I'm not okay. I've not given myself permission to rest. I'm always on the go. Like, I got home and one day I was just like, I don't feel like doing anything. And I didn't. And it was just, it's freeing to say, it's okay for me to rest. So I think my biggest takeaway is give yourself permission, period, end of sentence. It doesn't have to be anything specific, just give yourself permission. We've been trained not to be in connection with our body and to push through. But the reality is, if you don't try and you don't give yourself that opportunity, you will never know how different your life could be without taking that step.